It's week 2 of the National Football League, and our focus is on this team's versatile linebacker. He's a nightmare to deal with in the front 7. It's going to be a good one next on Madden NFL 25.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at our home side as we enter play here. They've been buoyed by getting 2 home games right at the start, and they come off a good victory in week 1.
And last week they put together a 3-touchdown victory and were never challenged in that game. Let's see if they have a little bit of a letdown here.
On the other side of the field for our visitors here, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got a band.
The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their 9th-year quarterback.
And he was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it, he was eager to get right back out and do it again. So I think we'll see him try to test the secondary quite a bit as this game goes on.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he will find his man on the outside. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Second down and a little more than a yard here. Now a first carry here for their running back. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Now the first carry here for the running back. Give them the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play. Faced with their first 3rd down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen 3rd down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board, and they're able to avoid that 3 and out. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 17 yards there on 3rd down as they pick up a 1st and 10.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 6. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll set up a throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And this one is right down the middle. And the opening drive of the game yields 3. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a peek at the man under center. He has 5 full years in the league under his belt, now in year number 6.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the 1 interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
Here's 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They're going to look to throw. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
And on now is the punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive.
Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
Flashy little move, but unable to reach the 40.
When you look at this defense,
they come into this one 9th in the NFL against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
And he comes back with one complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty. And as a result, possession switches hands. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you punt the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, The longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 12 carries, 57 yards, and a touchdown as well.
Just an all-right day from him last week. He really didn't break out for the huge yardage he had hoped going in. I talked with him before the game, though, and he knows this is a new, fresh opportunity. He's put last week behind him, and his focus, getting some extra yardage with every carry he receives this week.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. Back to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
So they bring out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow, out of bounds at the 1-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. He'll look to throw. Escaping, and he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. So they go with the empty set, and that's the risk you run right there. Nobody was there to protect.
Well, you know how most offenses have audibles, and they've changed plays when they see certain sets. A lot of defenses do the exact same thing. You go to an empty back set, they bring pressure, and boy, did it pay off in this case.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. This is taken around the 12. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. He'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 3.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
And that play came together really well for them as he found open space, makes the catch, and gets down to the 1-yard line. You know he's kicking himself right now. He thought he had a chance to get a touchdown and put that in his ledger. Instead, his team gets a chance to cash in over these next few plays.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Now back to throw.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Back to throw here. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Back to throw again.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And his kick is good.
So add 3. All told, after the safety, it's a 5-point swing. But that could have turned out much worse.
Well, you don't want to say no harm, no foul, but I do believe you're right. A 9-point swing hurts. 5 points, much more manageable, especially in a tight game like this.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And he whips that one incomplete there.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
31 yards on the punt there.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
2nd and a couple.
Looking to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They'll set up to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion.
Pressure comes, and down he goes.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Caught the defense off guard there a bit on 2nd and long, but now you still have to deal with 3rd and long.
Yeah, you do, but you feel pretty good about the last play, don't you? And maybe it gives you a little bit of confidence dialing up the next one, that maybe your team will believe in it when you send it in.
And he'll get nothing out of that one. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll be 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he hits the upright, but it caroms in anyway. Boy, plenty of distance there as he banks it in. And that will push the lead up to 5.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Here's a quick throw left side to start things out. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
So he gets too far beyond the line, and that's an easy call for the official.
Still 1st down.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And this offense on 3rd down today, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Now a play fake here on first down.
And this one nearly picked off. Well, kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down.
He'll look to throw. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front seven defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. And they'll send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll make it second down. They'll look to throw here. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Now a 2nd and 2.
They'll look to throw again. Going right side here, and that's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Touchdown! A great effort there as the first half is winding down as his guys are able to extend their lead.
So after the disappointment in the opening week loss, Charles, this looks like really a completely different football team.
They sure do, and I think they realize we can't start 0-2. And they're determined to not let it happen by the looks of things here in the early going.
The extra point splits the uprights, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. That time, a 6-play drive. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Back to throw now on first down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 2nd and 4. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And a flag comes out as that is batted down and incomplete. But I think there was early contact. Let's check the call. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one unless there's another defensive penalty.
And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we come.
Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the third quarter here.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
They'll set up a throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. And a huge play that time. 49 yards.
They came out with an aggressive mindset to start the third quarter, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them take more of these type of deep shots as this game moves along. They connected there. They expect to connect on more before this one's over.
In motion, the tight end. Touchdown! A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Now the offense will stay out there. They're going to line up and try for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more.
And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
58 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
4 receivers to keep tabs on here, 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5. And this is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Hands it off out of the gun. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down and a yard. On play action, they'll throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. They're going to look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now. And if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This from 32 yards away. And his kick is indeed good, and that will close the gap down to 14. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done, because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
All told, they get 13 yards on that play. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
And he's taken down inside the 30.
16 yards, a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The home team's offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And you have to imagine this defense saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the 3rd quarter. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run.
And a loose football. And this is picked up by the defense. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They run a draw here on 2nd down. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Back to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. First target, first catch, and a first down.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but Certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
2nd and 10.
He'll look to throw. Forced out to, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. He'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out, and the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And as we look back at how we got here, you'll notice a common theme in these highlights. A lot of yardage through the air. The passing game has been sharp right from the outset.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down.
46 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage. They are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Slot man moves right. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Now back to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw here. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
So, Charles, the bad taste from that opening week loss, that's just a memory now. This has been a very strong performance as they score once again.
Yeah, I know it's only week 2, but you're exactly right because this team felt like they let one get away in the opener. And not only were they determined to not let the same thing happen here, they knew that they had to correct a bunch of things. So everything that went wrong in game 1, they took care of business with it in game 2.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
2nd and 6.
And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
That is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it.
These guys are not giving up anything.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. They come up short here on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. And that makes them now 0 for 3 on 4th down attempts.
A lot of people would say they're showing a lot of guts going for it this many times on 4th down. I think they'd have to start thinking with their head a little bit more than with their gut and their emotions, because it's not working for them. They've got to figure out what's been going wrong.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. The offense on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, and he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A big-time sack there on 4th down. And as a result, possession switches hands. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th. But they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. Back to throw again. Looking middle, and that's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down. They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield. This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for them. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd down and 6 now.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Well, this was a really nice display, Charles, of complimentary football, especially how much they were humming in the second half to pull away and get the victory. Really a complete performance.
And so much fun when you're able to have everyone contribute, both sides of the ball. You go back in the locker room and you just savor it, right? Because that's what football's all about. A true team game, and they got it done in this one.
So for our visitors, after the home loss, they rebound with a good road win to get back to 500. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.